Check 1, 2. Need a drink. It's like 96 degrees. Hello, I'm Sean, and just felt like it was a good time to let everyone know kind of what's been going on for the past couple years. So I've always had my wonderful clients. We've been telling amazing stories and working really hard to get those done. But last year, I got approached by a wonderful nonprofit in Bunnell called Seeking Insights for Solutions, or SIS. They were doing something really cool, and they were going around Flagler County with their camera and recording, personal testimonies of people that grew up during the civil rights era here, black and white. And it was more of like an archival project for future research purposes. It was really cool. But as they kept going, they noticed some really cool stories were coming out, some things that they weren't really expecting, some mysteries, historical cold cases here. So they got to thinking and they decided, why don't we try to make like a documentary out of this? But how would we even go about doing that? And that's when they got a hold of yours truly. And if you don't know about my background, I actually got my start in anthropology. I'm a history nerd. I got into filmmaking because I started a YouTube channel in college about history, anthropology, sociology. So this is sort of my passion. This is the sort of stuff that I've dreamed about working on ever since I've sort of found this calling. So of course, I jumped on the opportunity. So before we go any further, I want to show you a little trailer that we put together a couple months ago, sort of letting everyone know exactly what we're working on here. Enjoy.
In Flagler County, there's a landmark that symbolizes sandy beach days and easy living. But the Moody Bridge is more than a road to the beach. For many longtime residents of Flagler County, the Moody Bridge has marked who had access and who didn't.
I remember very vividly that there was a sign on Flagler Beach Bridge at the time that said, no blacks after sundown.
It was out there at about maybe 6 feet out. There was a sign out there, a 4x8 piece of plywood, white with black letters saying no niggas after dark here.
It's a complex history, one that has shaped families on both sides. And that history is at risk of being lost.
We still wasn't welcome to go to Flagler Beach. So to keep down problems and things like that, we just went to where we felt comfortable and didn't have to worry about, people calling us racist names or throwing stuff at us or trying to hurt us. My parents taught us, don't go where you can't feel welcome.
Both Sides of the Bridge is a community oral history project led by Seeking Insights for Solutions, a local nonprofit. We're recording interviews with longtime residents, black and white, so the full truth of our local history is preserved in their own words.
I remember you had to talk to certain people if you had to come over and catch the bus, and if you had to catch that bus, you had to let some people know that you wanted to catch the bus so that the other guys wouldn't mess with you about being over there. If you wanted peace, yes.
When stories go untold, misunderstandings fill that empty space. This project is not about telling anyone what to think. Rather, it preserves our neighbors' lived experiences for everyone to understand.
It's just sad to me that this world is still in such turmoil about this. These are wonderful people. It bothers me.
With your help, we can collect more stories, create a searchable database for scholarly research, and develop exhibits and educational materials for students. Our ultimate goal is to bring these stories to a wider audience through a professional documentary so other communities might build their own paths towards unity and understanding. Flagler County's longtime residents deserve their stories to be told and their legacies preserved. Please join us in listening to Both Sides of the Bridge.
So that trailer and the wonderful people over at the African American Cultural Society in Bunnell, as well as the Flagler County Historical Museum, helped us greatly putting together a grant proposal for the Florida Humanities Grant. And I'm very happy to say that we actually won that last month. And so what that does is it's going to fund us for a 10-minute version of this film. A feature length would probably be about 50 to 60 minutes, We are actually working under a relatively small budget goal for it, but if you are super passionate about this kind of work, or if you just want to see the film, please consider supporting this project, because the people at Seeking Insights for Solutions are so amazing. They have been working so hard to get this dream to become a reality. These stories need to be heard. They are incredible, and we're just in the beginning phase of gathering them. So we're going to be doing our best to keep everyone updated on how both sides is going. We have a lot of interviews to get to. We have a lot of research and editing and planning, but it's so much fun. I'm so much looking forward to everyone hearing these awesome people's stories. And thank you so much for considering supporting us. I'm going to get out of the heat now. Bye-bye.